Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor. We got to act fast because I'm going to run out of batteries. This is part 226 Kodiak. Those you can get in if you don't lock them. That's up there, the little red buttons. You can just twist on them and pop the lid up. You got your anchor derrick up there. You got your wipers here, wipers there, wiper there. And then you got your nav lights, deck light, and we went through all that. All that stuff works. Okay, refrigerator we turned on, we did the same. This control right here, we're gonna put a tape back here to tell you that this is for the front, and that's for the rear. That one right there, there's your VHF, that works fine there. And if I go like this, area of detail, then go like this, so if you know that works. And then you can read right here and see what your course is. And then you just kind of put that in your pocket. Or put where it's going to fall out. And back here, turn this on. Oh, I turned the water pump off. Yeah, so you got to have that on right here. Courtesy lights, deck light, that's courtesy lights. Deck lights you don't have, works down pump, fish box works, that fish box works. We're looking good. Then now that that's on, I can turn that up. And when you're running the motor, if you're not running that kicker, this is going to pick up water pressure. Make sure you trim that up all the way. And tilt it that way. Okay, there's another trick to this too. Okay, so we really don't need that reactor 40 on that motor, and just a personal thing, if you're just in the bay, great, but a guy should have probably went to the T25 on here. You know, high thrust 25, it's got a lot more power, because if you're going out in the ocean, that 99 is trying to push this big heavy boat. He'll do it, but it would have been better. Then all you need to do is hook the tie bar. Then you got autopilot on the mains, autopilot for the kicker, and then plus it keeps that boat that motor from hitting. Because if you turn that motor over there, it's going to hit that cowling. You got good water flow. Good water flow. So we're going to shut this stuff off right there. Then I already showed you the battery compartment. It works down there, and I showed you back there already. Your antenna, you went to the good one. That's your Sirius. That's your number 52. That's your RS-25, which I calibrated. And I already went through all that stuff with you. We're going to turn that wiper off because you don't need it. Okay, so now that I did that, we can maybe jump into some of this electronics. Okay, we're holding the course awesome on here right now, right? Okay, so right now, if I wanted to stand by, I can either hit here, I can hit here, or I can hit here, or I can do the remote. So what we're gonna do is come over here to the remote. Okay, so I want to stop, I just hit that. And then if I want to go back to that, then I just have to hit follow route. Or follow route on that one. So I can stop it. Now we're at 357. Say I wanted to go over 10, I can either hit it from here, and then if I go back, close out on that, your autopilot's right here. So I can just hit that and it'll bring that right up. Go back, and that gives you all your time to destination and so on. This is how you turn your radar off and on. And here's your volume for your media. So then again, if I want to go there, I go boom, right back, and that gives me my menus. Like say if I want to engage a heading hold, boom. See how it says heading hold, 351. Now I can either go 1 degree, which is right here. See, 353. Or you can go here off of your twirly bird. See how I can do that by twisting that. Say I wanted to go 10 degrees over, I would just hit here and hit select. It just went 10 over. Okay, and then say I wanted to do a circle, See how it's doing the circle? And you can adjust your time on the circle. You don't want that, you just shut it off. And then that went to standby, so I could hit this again, and that would put it on, or I could hit it from here, or I could hit it from here. Or I could just follow my route again. So what I'm gonna do probably is just go ahead and hit my options. Radar route, go back. I'm gonna go into this, and then I'm gonna engage follow route. So I'm gonna follow that route again while I'm messing around with this. You know what? Let's stop that actually. Standby. Okay. So that's off. Now, what we can do is say I wanted my engine functions. I can just hit tools. See how that lights up? I can go over here, push that. There you go. Gives me my use gallons, my flow, how much gas I got in there. It shows that I'm on my cruise control. Shows I'm running on one lever, forward, 1100. My voltage. You can go over here and you can get your speed, your tank, your eco, flow, your port on your port motor, hours, starboard hours, depth, temperature, trip. So it's kind of a cool little unit. And then you want to get back to your screen, just hit back. Then hit close, and it'll bring you right back to that screen. So we're off autopilot now. So now say I want to start it again. I just hit this one. Then say I want to go over 10 degrees. If you look here, I'm going to push this, 351. I want to do it again, just hit again. 01, due north. I need to hit it again, so I hit it again. And then another nice thing, this one right here, if I want to go and just point this over here, watch that line. The best thing probably to do is to get on, go home, go into, oh shoot, where is it? Now I keep forgetting every time I go into here. Combos, close, let's go into here, there you go, okay. So, what did I want to do? Oh, pattern steer. I can go into pattern steer, I can do U-turns. Let's go starboard. And now it's going to do a U-turn. Maybe like that. And when I want to stop it, if I just add this, I went to the back. Then I could just go boom, like this. And then I could just go ahead and re-hit it again, and it's going to lock it back in to autopilot where it says heading hold. So see right here, I could tap that and do another U-turn, or I could follow my route right here. So then to go home, I just go like that, vessels, and then you can do all your gauges over here, like your Yamaha gauges. Then you just go, oops, let's go back here. Put that right there, options, and you can go in here and change what you want, or just go back. You go home again, then you can go to engines, and there's all your engines, like your water pressure, or oil pressure, water pressure, temperature. You got your tachometer right, starboard, port, all your volts on each motor, your fuel level's working, your trim lever here is working. So then you can go home, then you can go to fuel. That gives you all your fuel readings. You go back to home again, you go to vessels, and they'll just give you these numbers. Sometimes they use those. And just roughly that'll give you water temp and fuel if you want that. And you can change those numbers too. Okay, and then if you wanted your toolbars, oh shoot, what do I want? I want my autopilot. Boom, there it is. And then if I want to bring it up, I just go like that. So then if I want to do a circle, a Williamson, orbits, I can do any of that right in there, or change how many degrees over. So we're going to go back again. We're going to close that out. We're going to go home, and again you can do that from here just by hitting that, and then see how I can switch between all this. And that will bring me, oh, right there, autopilot, then select, and that will bring me into my autopilot again. And that will give you GPS speed, your heading, your water temp. See, 176, 177, 176, 170. That's right on the money. That's what you want. And then these are presets for like circle, zigzag, and U-turn. And then again, you can take this. Now watch those numbers. I'm going to turn this handheld like this wireless. Watch this little yellow thing right here. See how that moved? It moved where I pointed this. So it's going to go to 187. So that's pretty neat. And you can do that back there. That's just fine. See, so now I want to go 10 more, say. I just go to hit this one. That gives 10. I want to go 1. I just hit this one. And that changes that. Now I want to go over that way. Then I can just go like this, point this over just a little bit. See how that went over? Then if I want to say stop it, I can just go boom, disengage. That easy. Okay, so that's on this one. Right, so we're on standby. We're still on that. And again, if I'm getting close over there, but I got that thing turned off, I can engage that and I can go 10 over there. So that works. Now,
the police are included as well. If you are,
what you can do here, when you're back here, when you get them start and stop buttons, it's going to be nice because you can start the motors up off if you're sitting back here and you're going to try to get this one running. So you trim that down.
So you're just touching the very top.
Right? I'm going to show you something. Okay, you turn the key on. You got to give this like 3 pumps all the way up, up, up. Then what you do is lift this lever when it's cold.